Before we continue, I want to tell you guys about the Shiba Inu Reddit group, or r/Shiba Army, which is made of nearly 200,000 members. People are already saying how the Shiba Inu coin is an international currency with no nationality. The post in Reddit literally says, quote unquote, "Every nationality, every race, everyone all over the world owns it. SHIB symbolizes the people's power."
Have you ever had that feeling that you're standing at the edge of something huge, something that could change everything, if only you understood it in time? That's the kind of tension that's building right now around a coin called Pi. You've probably heard whispers about it, or maybe you're one of the millions already mining it on your phone. But what if I told you that Pi Network might just be the most misunderstood and underestimated crypto project since Shiba Inu? Remember SHIB? The coin that turned memes into millions, and hype into headlines? Now, Pi is stepping out of the shadows and beginning to stir the same kind of excitement and controversy. People are asking, is Pi the next breakout success story, or will it crash under its own weight, just like many say Shiba Inu did? What if history is about to repeat itself, but this time with a twist? Keep watching, because what you're about to learn could change the way you see the future of digital currency forever. Let's start at the beginning, Shiba Inu. When SHIB first launched, it was hardly taken seriously. It wasn't a serious project with a groundbreaking white paper or a revolutionary use case. It was, quite literally, a meme. But that meme caught fire. Community members rallied around it, and the SHIB army grew into one of the most passionate followings in the crypto world. With trillions of tokens in circulation and a price that felt like it could skyrocket at any moment, people poured in hoping to ride the next Dogecoin wave. The coin's popularity surged, its price exploded, and for a while, it looked unstoppable. But then came reality. With a circulating supply of nearly 590 trillion tokens, the chances of SHIB ever reaching $1 were mathematically impossible unless it somehow grew into a global economy bigger than most countries combined. And even as the team behind Shiba Inu tried to introduce token burns to reduce supply, it wasn't enough to counterbalance the sheer volume of tokens in existence. The excitement faded. The price plummeted. And SHIB, while still alive, has never come close to reaching its most ambitious price predictions. Now here comes Pi Network, built not on memes, but on mobile mining, peer-to-peer interaction, and the promise of a truly decentralized ecosystem. What began as a quiet experiment launched by Stanford PhDs has grown into one of the largest crypto communities in the world. Millions of people around the globe are already mining Pi daily, creating an organic network of engaged users unlike anything we saw with Shiba Inu. The project avoided flashy marketing and exchange hype in its early stages, focusing instead on building slowly and intentionally. And now, as it prepares to move toward open mainnet, eyes are turning toward PiCoin and its price potential. But with that attention comes scrutiny, and one major concern echoes the same warning bell we heard with SHIB: supply. Pi currently has a circulating supply of about 7.11 billion coins, with a maximum supply capped at 100 billion. While this is significantly smaller than SHIB's mind-blowing 590 trillion, it's still a large number compared to traditional cryptos like Bitcoin or even Ethereum. However, the key difference lies in how that supply is managed. Nearly half of Pi's total supply is currently locked, unavailable to the market. The release of new tokens is happening gradually, tied directly to network growth and user activity. This creates a more stable supply release mechanism, designed to avoid the massive volatility that plagued meme coins in the past. Unlike Shiba Inu, which saw sudden floods of token distribution and speculative pumps with little infrastructure to support them, Pi is rolling out with a clear ecosystem focus. Developers are building apps within the Pi browser. Businesses are preparing to accept Pi as payment within the closed mainnet. And the community, which has been mining patiently for years, is not just holding out for a moonshot. They're actively participating in building the economy Pi hopes to run. Still, comparisons persist. People wonder whether Pi's future price will be stifled by its supply, just as SHIB's was. Looking at the charts offers some insight. At its peak, Shiba Inu reached an all-time high of $0.00008845 back in October 2021. Since then, it's been on a long decline, currently sitting over 80% below that mark. Even so, a large portion of its community remains bullish, hoping that continued development in token burns will eventually bring the price back up. Meanwhile, Pi coin has experienced its own volatility. At the time of writing, it's trading at around $0.8657 after a 31% correction. While that drop may seem sharp, it followed a strong upward rally and doesn't necessarily signal weakness, especially considering Pi's overall technical chart is showing a bullish cross, which many analysts interpret as a sign of strength. Moreover, Pi's market cap has already reached $6.17 billion. Just a few steps behind Shiba Inu's $9 billion, despite being a far newer project. This raises a critical point. While both coins face supply-related challenges, Pi is entering the market with a very different structure. It isn't riding on celebrity tweets or Reddit hype. It's supported by a genuine effort to create an ecosystem and actual digital economy where the coin has utility beyond speculation. That's the difference between chasing a dream and building one. Of course, this doesn't mean Pi is guaranteed to succeed. The crypto world is brutal. Utility matters, but so does timing, partnerships, regulation, and adoption. Pi's vision is grand, but if it fails to onboard real businesses, create demand for its coin, and keep users actively engaged, it could still fall flat. We've seen promising projects fail before. Hype fades. Communities move on. And tokens that once seemed invincible get buried under the sands of forgotten portfolios. However, Pi's community might be its secret weapon. Where SHIB built a community around price action, Pi has built one around participation and purpose. The question isn't just whether Pi can avoid Shiba Inu's fate. The real question is whether it can become something SHIB never was: useful. If Pi can deliver a functioning ecosystem with actual use cases, that utility could be the spark that keeps the fire burning long after the hype dies down. In the end, it's not hype that determines a coin's fate, it's value. And value comes from real-world application, adoption, and trust. If Pi succeeds in converting vision into function, and speculation into daily utility, then yes, it could become a defining project of this crypto era. But if it fails to maintain demand as more tokens hit the market, it could become just another cautionary tale about potential left unrealized. So, where do you stand on the Pi versus Shiba Inu debate? Do you think Pi is the next breakout crypto, or will it be buried under its own tokenomics? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. And hey, if you found this video valuable, don't forget to give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and tap that notification bell so you never miss an update on Pi Network, crypto analysis, and future tech trends. Thanks for watching, and as always, keep mining that Pi, and stay ahead of the curve.